Hello everyone, Jabronination1 here with another team building video. We will be reviewing this guy's team. Obviously, I don't speak Japanese, so I cannot pronounce his name, but a friend and someone who has been working on the team that I'm about to show you for most of the season. As you can see by the icon, he's a really big Super Godzilla fan, and he almost always runs them. And this deck is built around trying to get Super Godzilla to the lead, but it also can win with other very strong units in it. So I just wanted to show you whose team we were using, and then let's give it a try. So next I'll bring you to the actual team here as we load. This team is pretty meta. It's got Ultima, Rio, Godzilla Final Wars, the alt version, -1, Super Mecha Godzilla, Void, all pretty meta units here. But I would say Super Godzilla, despite the buff, is still in a sort of a rough place because of the reach ability. He's really hard to use because of the reach. Usually you would run Scar King with him to help bring things closer and Dimension Tide, but this deck does not. It's really kind of built around just getting Super Godzilla to the leader. Usually with kids, but sometimes he just makes it there on his own, and the other stuff is to kind of backup plan and to protect yourself from advancing armies. I'd say slightly weak to swarm meta, but it does okay. I haven't had too many issues, but I haven't faced super high level swarms with this yet. It's running the gamut of energy cards. We got the new mech energy card for those who haven't seen it. You get at max level 7% increase to energy and a 15% increase to attack and HP of all the units on your team, but you have to run 4 mechs total. One of them can be your leader. So we got Chibis, we got the Mecha G-Breaker, Super Mecha Godzilla, and then obviously the leader, Mecha Godzilla 74. And then we got the Valentine's Day card for 7% more energy and also more HP attack buffs to the Godzillas on the team. And then the 6+ card here that gives 16% more attack and HP for units that cost 6 or more, which is a majority of the team. So let's give this a go. Actually, since he's the star of the show here, at least that's the goal, we'll look at the stats with those cards at level 31. So we're almost, 9.5k on the HP there. And the third attack is, well, math not my strong suit, but we're looking at over 4,000 attack, which is pretty crazy actually when you think about it. Not quite 4.5, I don't think, but it's pretty strong. Like I said, the reach is really what holds this guy in check from being an OP meta unit, but he's pretty fun if you can get him in the right spots. So let's give it a go. So far, I haven't had to use Void a whole lot, but there are situations where it is good. The casting cost on this team, despite the energy gains, is still pretty high. So sometimes, if you're feeling like you might be getting overwhelmed, that might be a time to use Void. We got Mothra, 19 coming our way. We'll start with Chibis here. G-Breaker is super slow, so you can lead with him, and we'll just put him down here. So we got Dough Rats. This could be a 3.5, we're not sure. And we're going to send out Super Godzilla. You're going to still lose a little bit of energy, but that's just how the timing worked on that one. We timed that relatively well. I lost 3 energy out of it. Unfortunately, I don't have kids to throw that, so what we're going to do is put Super Mecha Godzilla down just because his ETB takes forever, and we want to get that out of the way in case we need him later and on the battlefield faster. This is an interesting build. He's got multiple moths now, and then he's got the vultures. As you'll see, vultures are a terrible idea against Super Godzilla. For anyone who's facing a Super Godzilla, I highly recommend you do not send vultures or Rex out to try to kill him, because it won't. It just makes him stronger faster. MG74 is not one of my favorite leaders, but he is excellent. Obviously, the heals ability is really strong, and you can use it if your guys are in the circle to protect against an enemy void as well. So this hand, we're going to lead with Godzilla Tokyo Final Battle version. Usually it's a good idea to lead with him right off the bat if he's in your opener. The rest of his hand's kind of meh, to be honest with you. So I'm going to just send G-Breaker up with him, I think. Let's let the energy get full here. He's got Thermonuclear Godzilla, who I love personally, but we have Rio to kind of help answer with him. And we got a -1 in the fold, so we're going to put Rio down. And then we'll probably just -1 him as well. If Rio doesn't get distracted, which he's somewhat getting distracted. Alright, he's latched onto him, so I'm a lot less worried about that now. We took care of the vultures. We're going to put Super Godzilla out. I don't think he's much faster than... Oh, hold on. I don't know if this is going to time right. No, we missed it. But that's okay. I wish the void happened a little faster. At max level, it should happen like a hair faster. That'd be nice. And Super Godzilla is going to die, unfortunately. So we're going to have to start this push again. Which is whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of spaced what this lead did. I forgot he's just gonna wipe out whatever push I had going. Smart to like separate the guys, separate your team against -1 lead. This D24 is gonna die a short death though. We'll put Tokyo Battle version back out, but I think this is probably gonna be the end here. We're doing so much damage with SMG. Excellent battle. Did not do a very good job with Super Godzilla that match. I guess the good part about Super Godzilla was the threat was big enough that he used his special to get rid of it, and then didn't really have any answers for the rest of my team, which is pretty sweet. We're going to start with Chibis here and have them start knocking down some of these bridges, or boats, I should say, that are in my way. And I think we're going to just follow up with Super Godzilla. Right behind. He's got Evolved and Gigan. I could use -1, but I'm not sure. I didn't think this one had like a gold beam on him or anything. He froze me. We're gonna put Godzilla Tokyo version over here on the side. Yeah, Gonzo. Alright, we got kids up, and he's almost max level. And G-Breaker is too slow to catch up, unfortunately. But we're gonna kid Super Godzilla right on top of this Scar. Let's see, he'd turn around. The vultures are gonna actually help me by keeping the heals going. Vultures are absolutely terrible idea against Super Godzilla. Like I said, Rex also. Shinden, on the other hand, is better. And while I'm talking and not paying attention, I'm not playing anything and letting my energy go to waste. But we're not feeling very threatened this match. Excellent battle. I was so focused on explaining this Super Godzilla. Just didn't play anything for who knows how long. I think I'm on a 68 game win streak, and that's all been with this team against some very good players. So it's definitely shown its worth. We've beaten some former kings and people in top 10. So, like I said, it's pretty strong. We got the Chibi start again. Oh, we got a Super Godzilla against us. That's exciting. And we can do some Super Godzilla on Super Godzilla action. Let's see what he follows up with. Okay, he's got some heals. We should... I don't know if -1 is going to be able to be placed in the right spot, but we will... Yeah, it's in a good spot here. So we will -1 a lot of this out of the way, including Super Godzilla, so that worked pretty well. And I think after this, we'll just put Tokyo version down here on the left side, just in case he's able to fight through the army coming his way. And Super Godzilla's, what, 3-shot the lead there, I think. So that was pretty strong. We got 69 wins in a row with this. And I think my loss before that was an FF that I gave someone. Alright, at least we're not hitting any bots. That's always good. Aaron? I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that. I don't really know. G-Breaker and Ultima is a pretty good combo, so we'll start with that. Put G-Breaker down. He's going to walk around those, unfortunately, so we'll put Ultima to the left. And he's still going to shoot the boat, which is annoying because I kind of want them lined up, but... And then he's going to shoot the other stupid boat. Are you kidding me? Alright. I'm going to bring in Super Godzilla to help with some of the swarm stuff here. And then we got Super G lined up with kids, so that's pretty solid. Oh, G-Tower, that's annoying. Okay. Let's kids these guys up there. Ultima's gonna die first hit anyway. And then Girth is placed. I think Super Godzilla is probably gonna finish this off on his own. Yep, excellent battle. So as you can see, Super Godzilla in the lead is pretty potent. Especially once he's locked on. He won't retarget to other stuff. This is not really the ideal map for this, because these guys are already pretty slow, and then they're just slower. But, well, we're making it work anyway. Alright, this will be a good test. Moon's very strong. He's had some connection issues this season with me for some reason. We've only played like 2 times out of 10 or 12 matchups. But, a very worthy opponent for sure. I'll follow up the Chibis with Ultima. I'd like to use -1 to get rid of this annoying Giron, which we did. The rest of his hand isn't super ideal, but we'll put G-Breaker up. He's got Destroyer, so we're lining everything up for him to just like special move, but like I said, this is sort of an awkward hand. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to get Tokyo Wars down here on the right side. Just let him start ramping up. If he's got a Void, that'll be unfortunate for us. But let's see if we can take this out before he just board wipes us with the Destroyer Elite ability. I'm wondering if he's working on challenges, because Destroyer Elite is sort of out of favor these days. There it goes. There's the wipe. Killed everything. Well, hopefully this sets up for me being able to play Super Godzilla one-on-one with -1 here. That should be pretty fun. And we got Tokyo up to the 2nd level, so if he doesn't have Void, he could be in trouble here. But we'll see. Because he doesn't have a special anymore. Okay, so we got Giron back out there. We're about to use kids on Super Godzilla. We will use that. I'm just gonna try to get Mothra back into action here. One shot that thing. I was letting energy sit while watching Super Godzilla do his thing. And then Shinden, yep, there we go. Took care of Shinden pretty quick though. This should be game over. Excellent battle. Noon's a good guy and a very strong opponent, so that was a good test for that match. Not sure what he was running. Like I say, he might have been running like frag achievements or whatever, so, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. Ah, nice. Hopefully he fights this one out. Zarkonov's been really good. He's coming along strong the last 6 months. Playing super well, so this should be a fun match. Let's start with the chibis. I definitely suspect a void in here. Alright, we're gonna go with Scarlet Dust. And then we'll probably throw Super Godzilla down the other side. Okay. You know what? I changed my mind. G-Breaker's going to come down there. Angerus is a real pain in the ass, so we could actually use our own Void here. We might. Although he's got the heals, so that could be tricky. Let's just put Go down here. I'm not overly worried about it. He's going to grab that guy first, which is good. G-Breaker, wish he had a little longer range so he could give that buff to my boy faster. I was kind of hoping he'd play something else. Alright. My Tokyo is probably going to die. He activated a leader ability just for Ultima, so that's interesting. And then we're just going to do Super Godzilla right up the middle here. And try to get Super Mecha Godzilla with him. And then kids them. The crystals might actually help me out by slowing down Super Mecha Godzilla. I think he's moving along pretty good right now. Alright, we're gonna kid them. See what happens with this. Oh, Super Godzilla died pretty quick. He didn't do his job. I'm not appreciative of that. We're gonna put Rio out to help manage some of this, and we got -1 also. I just hope Rio doesn't. Oh, he's gonna kids. That's funny. Rio died. It's a strong move you get there. Anguirus is really good. For those who don't know. Very, very, very strong. Alright, we're gonna put G-Breaker down to help handle the swarm stuff. You know, I probably should have just voided. Actually, yeah, I definitely messed up right there. I should have used void. That's my bad. We'll save up for it now, probably. Yeah, we're definitely gonna save up for it now. Super G will take a little bit of time to kill, and then I'll be able to void the rest of this out. Unless he's got his leader ability again. That would be disappointing. He does not. I don't know why that thing did. Oh, because of the one tick from that thing. I'm gonna put Rio here. -1's gonna have to help. Right there. No, don't kill my Rio yet. Alright, that's it. This is a good match going into overtime. Take that thing out, please. Alright, Ultima's gone. We're gonna Super Mecha Godzilla back in here. Oh, and then he answered me, which is pretty good. And we will use our leader ability to try to heal some of this stuff up. My hand's not actually ideal right now. I'll throw this out. I can't really use Goat. He's gonna be trash. Alright, got Ultima in here. I feel pretty good about that. Hopefully we can just finish that off. We're gonna get Rio because we have literally no other choice but the Rio. And then he kids himself. Excellent battle. That was a good one. I'm glad we got it on the video. I didn't play perfectly, but we made it work and finished it off. So we'll do one or two more. I'm glad we got that one in though. Zarkonov's a good guy and a strong player. He leveled the crap out of Ortho, I believe. And it was a smart move because Ortho's super strong. But that was a pretty fun match. Alright. So we don't have Super G. Super G actually hasn't done a ton of work in this video, unfortunately. But trust me, he does when you get him in the right spots. But, you know, my meta units on this list are kind of carrying the day. We'll do Chibis over here. I think we're going to have to do SMG, and then hopefully their guys get in range of my -1. That's like my goal in life right here. He's going to get the 2 ticks. We're just going to -1 and try to kill the Super Godzilla. I mean the Space Godzilla. Yeah, and that way we can use all this firepower to get rid of his Final Wars. So that's good. Okay, we got the bomb going here, and then we have that bomb. I'm just gonna heal. Make sure Final Wars doesn't die. Oh, that's Ginza. Okay. I'm not like overly concerned about Ginza either. We're gonna put Ultima Dust version over here. And I think we could kids Space Godzilla on the lead. And this will be a good way to end this video if he does his job. Oh, we got Rio. Okay. What's Rio gonna target? That's the question. Oh, he's targeting the Chibi. Perfect. Excellent battle. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the game plan. Obviously, you're running a lot of Thunder with this deck, and like I said, a lot of meta units, which is its strength. And then the goal is, the fun part of it is to try to get Super Godzilla onto the leader, which when it happens, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, so that's another video. You guys can test this out if you want. I'm hoping to get some actual levels on G-Breaker in the second half of the season, but I've been waiting to see what the battle memories are, which come out tomorrow. So once I see those, hopefully it's nothing I have to get. I can start playing the lottery a little bit and leveling up some of the newer units. So that's all for this one. Have a good one, guys, and see you soon. Thanks. Bye.